Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Taylor, and I'm going to show you around our brand new Cadillac DPi-V.R. Alright, we're between sessions here at the Roar before the 24. The guys are just doing a bit of work on it. Basically for us, everything's new this year. We've been running a Daytona prototype for the past, 15 years. This year, we've got a brand new car. As you can see, the Daytona prototype was tube frame. Now we finally have a carbon tub to surround the driver, sort of like a space capsule or a fighter jet. Modern technology. As you look at the whole thing, the tub and the floor is Dallara based. Everything else has been stylized and designed by Cadillac. All of these styling cues are all little details by Cadillac from their V series. This is based off the ATS. The wheels are CTS V wheels, diamond cut, the coloring, everything about it. Even the design on the top of over the air restrictors is the Cadillac crest. Looking in the car, we even have a Gentex rear view camera, which is straight out of the Cadillac line. The monitor is identical, the camera is identical, so what we see is what people see in their street cars, which is really cool tech transfer from the streets. This year we have all new technology inside with a Cosworth steering wheel. It's been a lot to learn, but it's also very cool because my engineer actually gave me the program to pretty much put anything I want on the dash. You can have pictures of people's faces or whatever, so it's very adjustable. Looking at the rest of the car, we've got a nice big Cadillac 6.2 liter V8, lots of power, sounds great, sounds American. Well, I can't show you everything, but I will show you the coolest cam covers in racing. We've got the beautiful Cadillac 6.2 liter V8, sounds great, sounds very American. We also have top exhaust this year, or in years past we've always had the side exhaust. And I can tell you when you're following another Cadillac, you definitely know it's a Cadillac because it definitely rings your ears a bit. All right, well this is part of our rear end here. In years past, the Daytona prototype was a bunch of little pieces that would come together and go apart. But this year, which you've probably seen a lot of IndyCar stuff, you've only got a couple bolts that this will just slide on and off for quick changes. Up here we've got the swan neck that'll connect onto the fin. Kind of looks like a shark fin on the race car for safety reasons. The double element rear wing with a wicker. And then on the side, we've got quick adjusters. So say in a race, you go from dry to wet and you want to add a quick load of downforce, you can just hook on an Allen wrench, crank in some wing, and you're right away going. Down here, we've got, I think they call it the cheese. They're very parallel shapes and sizes, and that's based off the Cadillac crest. Very sharp edges and very parallel lines. Here was a beautiful design by Wayne Taylor Racing. We have these weights on the car for when we do setup and set down. It basically replicates the identical weight to the rear deck and the rear back half. So when they're doing setup, you don't have to have any of the bodywork or the classic ballast weight bags. It just makes it a lot cleaner and easier to use. And it looks pretty cool too. All right, welcome to the cockpit. This year, mandated for all LMP2 cars is a mandatory air conditioning system down here. We've got an eyeball duct on ours to kind of guide it where we want it. And you have to pretty much maintain within 10 degrees of ambient temperature, which this weekend in Daytona is freezing. And that was freezing my nipples during practice this morning. But the steering wheel is Cosworth, all electronics based from them. This logging system on the right is new this year. That's an IMSA data system, so they can pretty much see everything that we're doing, which hopefully will help them in the BOP process. Back here we've got the quick disconnect drink bottle system. I know about that because everyone tells me how expensive it is. Down here we've got front and rear roll bar adjusters, which are very nice in endurance racing where you start a fuel run with understeer and it goes to oversteer. You can have some adjustability. All the data panel over there is sort of an emergency mode. We try to keep everything on the wheel, what the driver needs while you're on track, and if something's going wrong or it goes to night, it goes to rain, you've got wipers and lights on that side. Engine function, it's a 24 position switch over there. They tell drivers not to touch that unless we're supposed to. And then again up here we have this cool Gentex rear view monitor straight from Cadillac street cars, where it's basically a rear view mirror, but it's a camera. This is our fancy new Cadillac Cosworth steering wheel. As you can see, there's a lot of little things on there, but it's basically whatever every driver needs. It's right in your face, so you don't have to look around in the cockpit for it. They've got engine map, power steering, traction control. The two knobs on either side is dash page and dash brightness. So for nighttime, you want to dim it so it's not blasting you in the face. Then everything else is kind of, you use it as you go, pit speed, flash your lights. If you want to kill the engine, that's kill. I'm not sure why kill it. It could just be off. Run is to turn it on, fuel reset. Any alarms that come on, you click alarm. And then, as I was saying earlier, the screen itself when it's on is fully programmable. So you can put anything you want on it. Each driver can have their own page if you like lap time or fuel used, brake bias. Pretty much any sensor that's on the car that can be read on the dash itself. Here's our beautiful Cadillac wheel. Pretty much straight from the street car, from the styling to the design to the color. It's identical to the street V wheel, as you can see down here. It's got 5 V's in it, and it's a spectacular wheel. Here is our beautiful bodywork from the Cadillac DPi-V.R. As we were saying earlier, we got the top exhaust, which is new for us this year. The brake ducts are stylized for Cadillac, that design. All of these edges are a little sharper than you'd see on the WC Dallara for Cadillac styling. Beautiful dorsal fin to show off our beautiful sponsor, Konica Minolta, with the great coloring and the new style for the V Series with the silver, white, and blue. Here is our Cadillac nose with the Cadillac style lighting, which is very notable from the street cars. Our dive planes, which we'll be using not necessarily here at Daytona, but throughout the year on more high downforce tracks. These provide lots of downforce. Brake ducts for cooling the brakes, air coming over here and under. Most of the work for the airflow and for the downforce actually works underneath the car, and what you can't see. Up here you can see it's very thick carbon is our crash structure, which lines up right to the tub with these quick disconnects. It's only about a quarter turn to crank these on and off for quick nose changes. Say you have damage, it's a quick on and off, or say you want a little aero change with little flick ups here for downforce or a different dive plane setup, you can have a backup nose ready to go for a quick change. Hope everyone enjoyed our little walk around here at Daytona of our brand new Cadillac DPi-V.R. We're very excited about it. It brings a whole new year here at IMSA, and I think it's very exciting for sports car racing in America.